How can I have, how can I have two thumbs up already? All right. 4, 3. All right. Let's turn on text to speech. Oh. Oh. What's wrong with this? Okay. All right, here we go. It is 5:59. Wow, we're right on time. Right on time. It's for. I keep wanting to say it's Friday. It's Sunday, and it's 34 degrees. So this whole week, I think, has been the same temperature every single time we leave the bakery. Interesting. I think that's on. Here we go. Let's back it up. Back it up. Back it up. So good morning, everybody. We've got one delivery, and it's in the van. So we are about to take off. What are we doing? We are pursuing happiness. All right. It's raining a little bit, as you can see. Today was, well, it was predicted to be snow. It's going to be rain this morning, and then I think turn to snow later today. But I don't think we're going to get as much as they are predicting. We're really not supposed to get much today. I think it's going to get colder as the day goes on, and then tonight it's going to turn into snow. So we might get a few inches overnight. Like anything, I think the bad weather day is going to be tomorrow morning. And then, it's going to stop, and then I think it's going to be cold for a day or two. Like Monday and Tuesday will both be very cold. That's going to be it. I predict it. That's it. That's it. Forget about the groundhog. That'll be the end. I think there is this mixed in this rain. Mixed in this rain. We're right on the brink of snow. Let's put it that way. The delivery we're making today is pretty heavy. Like they've ordered a lot, so I don't know if they're expecting.
William 3137 says, "Good morning. Looks yucky out there. Drive safe."
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Yeah, it's a little yucky. It's not raining like it was yesterday, really, although it looks like it. It's kind of misty. And now you've got this I guess there's some snow mixed in there. It looks like it is. But it looks worse than it is right now, I think. But yeah, not a bad day, not a bad day. On my way up to the bakery, I There was a whole family. It has to be at least 4 deer standing on the side of the road just looking. But they were right up to the edge of the road. It was, you know, a little wake up call. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it is raining a little bit more now than it was before.
Williams 3137 says in Tennessee we went from 70s for 3 days to 28 this morning. Lol.
Whoa, that's a big drop. We haven't made it anywhere near the 70s. We've been in the 40s to close to 50. But yeah, the 70s, that's pretty significant. So you went from 20 degrees warmer than we were to what, 5 degrees colder. Wow. Yeah, it's actually warmer than 28 here now. But I think this, and we are going to get colder. Like, we're going to get colder tonight, tomorrow. I think Monday and Tuesday are our cold days. And then we start bouncing back to the 40s. I smell a skunk. Somewhere back there, there must have been a skunk. I've heard people saying that the skunk population is increasing. I don't really understand why that's happening. But I think automobiles are doing their part to try to keep that from happening. See, this is looking like more. There's more snow. Oh, that's important. Did you see that deer laying in the road back there? That was. Really warm up. I didn't warm up the van as much as I normally do. Usually by the time I get in the van, I've had it warmed up pretty good the last couple of weeks. So we're going to have a new contest, and I'm working on setting this up. But the new contest is going to be to pick the day that the Christmas decorations are finally taken down at this one house up here. I'll show you the house when we get there. And I think this snowy, rainy weather is good because I know he won't be taking it down today or tomorrow. So, unlike, I had a little glove contest going, and it only lasted 24 hours. I was very disappointed in that. But this one, we've got some time on this one. This gentleman puts up a significant amount of Christmas ornaments in his front yard, and they're still there. So we're going to guess when they're going to finally come down. if you were in this van, you would. The noise of those windshield wipers is very loud. Like I wouldn't leave them on except for the fact that I know for the windshield, like I can. No, I gotta turn them off. I can't. I can't do that. They're so loud. So, oh, he's got them turned on. Wow, actually got them turned on. So this is the house that has all of their Christmas decorations still out. Well, it doesn't have them all turned on. All right, so see, you got the lights on over there, and then he's got like a bazillion things in the yard. Wow. We'll see it again on the way back. But anyway, we're gonna guess when they're all coming down. Now, I don't know if he takes them all down or whether there are a few that linger for the whole year. He's got so many. I mean, he's got more than 100 things in his front yard. I'm sure something stays. Like there's a Santa Claus next to a bush somewhere that just stands there the whole year, maybe. So I think I'm just going to say, 90% of the decorations. When will 90% of the decorations be gone? Because if I say all, if I just leave it open, we could have that lingering Santa Claus that never goes away. Nobody wants a lingering Santa Claus. That's the first time I've seen the lights on, though, for a while. He must be feeling very festive. I think it rained for maybe an hour last night. Connecting. Why is that? Let it fade out there for a minute.
Sticat.cs2 says, hi, good morning, Craig.
Hey.
Don Williams.
Hey, good morning. We're just getting rain here so far. It's going to snow a little late and overnight. But we're not going to get anything like New York. I think Boston. I think it's going up the East Coast. So I think it's going to be like a pretty big storm for them. We're like on the western edge of it. As it goes up the coast, we're a little bit on the west side of the storm.
Williams 3137 says, good morning, Cat. Cat.cs2 says, we're the early birds this morning.
You are. You are on Sunday morning. It's impressive. It's very impressive. What are your Anybody doing any work today? Just hanging out, shoveling snow. Of course, I know you're not shoveling snow. Sorry.
Team C says good morning to you all.
Good morning. Mookie, we are getting rain. I think there's some snow mixed in this rain, I think, but it's nothing. We're really not getting anything yet. And I think we're going to get rain most of the day. So far, so good here. What's going on out there? I think we're like too far west for this, right? You have to be on the coast for this storm.
Mysticat.cs2 says going to church. Missed it 'cause of Tahoe. Do they usually order more for Sunday after church?
They usually Sundays is usually a regular order. They did order more today, though. They did. I don't know if that's because of the snow or what. But like, you know, maybe they think we're going to be late tomorrow. I mean, our snow event is going to will be more overnight than it was today. You know, like today's just kind of rainy. It's going to get colder as the day goes on.
Williams 3137 says good morning Mookie MC.
They got new lids for the coffee, and
Team C says we had a dusting of snow about 5 hours ago. Nothing major.
That's good. Yeah, I think this is a coastal thing. Although they're still saying we're going to get 4 inches overnight. I think they said 3 to 6, but most people were saying 4.
Team C says hello to you at Williams 3137.
Look, I'm riding around with my high beams. See, I'm not a very good person with high beams. I think that's why I don't like using them.
CS2 says Craig. Tell Mookie MC our new game.
The new game? The new game is going to be the Christmas lights. So there's a house closer to the bakery. We passed it already. We'll pass it again on the way home. And this guy puts out, it's the one with like 100 ornaments on his front yard. And they're still out. I'm not sure when he's going to take them down. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to be within the next 24 hours. Like the glove, which I'm still a little upset about. So the new game is going to be, when will the Christmas decorations be taken down in this guy's front yard? They are still there. We passed them this morning. We passed them twice on this trip, because we'll pass them on the way back too. So I'm going to set that up. I added a comment to the contest post last night. Hala won that one, because the earliest guess was March the 13th. So we had a winner on that one, but I'm working on setting up the new contest for the Christmas decorations. And I don't know when this guy takes them down. Like, I haven't been through this time of year with him, so I don't know. I know his Halloween decorations stayed up for a long time. Like, I don't know if they were, most of the month of November, I think they were up. So, but it's almost the end of it.
Listener 207 says, I wonder who had a hand in removing the gloves.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's really weird.
Stickcat.cs2 says, at Mookie C, did you have anything to do with the gloves being gone?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Could have been. Could have been. We need to know where you've been, Mookie.
Cat.cs2 says HII Monument Susaner 207.
It's not wet enough for the windshield wipers to wipe that frequently.
Listener 207 says, good morning.
I haven't figured out what happens at the end of my trip either. Like, that's really bothering me. I don't know what it is about the, I know it is, the connection is going to be weaker because we go through a section with trees. But I don't understand why that cuts out and I can't, it looks like it's connected and I can still hear you talking. It's really weird. It's like just the video part.
C says, can you take a look at the security footage for the store where we're located in the surrounding stores? I expect shenanigans and I am shocked. Shocked, I say, that you accuse me.
Oh. Well, we're just trying, we're grabbing at straws, Mookie. We're grabbing at straws. We're just it was shocking to me yesterday when we pulled up and the gloves were gone. I don't know. I don't know what happened to them. I mean, I had this whole vision in my head that they'd be there for at least they were there for like 2 weeks. So.
Stickcat.cs2 says, lols at Mookie C.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I mean, what's the likelihood that I would start a contest on the day before? So I'm going to put a video out with like just a summary of that one. Not a summary, but I'm going to have like when we discovered it. I think it's going to be like a 5-minute video of just pulling up, seeing that the gloves weren't there, and then talking about what the new contest is going to be. I'll have everybody's guests listed there about, who guessed what dates. NY gal was definitely the longest. Her guess was June the 7th. I didn't think they were going to be able. I didn't think they'd last that long. I was expecting it to be a week or two, but they're gone. Maybe we have a troll. Maybe we have a troll in the that comes in and watches the stream but doesn't chat and has just been watching. It's like it's taking control into a whole new level.
Cat.cst says, yeah, that could be it too. Wanted to hear it say, what?
But it worked. I mean, if that was the case. Oh, did you see that bird? There was a bird in the middle of this. Wow. He must have been sitting in the road and he flew out of the way at the very last second. I don't know if you guys saw that. It scared me. Probably scared the bird more than me, though.
C says C. Rosie refused to say my message out loud.
Which one? Did she skip a message? I don't think she speaks.
Team C says Rosie is in on it as well.
Maybe Rosie did it. Through. Once it finished.
9223 says yo yo.
Yo yo. Sorry, that's our morning yo yo.
Cat.cs2 says HII good morning at Cibor 9223.
I was watching our stream from yesterday just to see, when we discovered the glove and all that stuff, because I wanted to get that ready to make the clip, and I'm pulling some pieces out of that. But I figured out.
At Cibor 9223 says good morning. At Nukim C says howdy. At Cibor 9223.
All right, look, watch. What if the gloves are back today? And then they'd really be playing with us, but that's not going to be the case. No, see, no gloves, nothing. But I like the fact that with Rosie talking, it's really good for the videos, because if I take a clip out of the video, it's just like, you know, you can hear what you're typing in the video. It's kind of cool. Let me call them. I don't think they're going to see me this morning. Sunday morning. What a day, cafe. Wow. We did look in the trash can. Yeah. I mean, I didn't. Oh, there they are. So I could stop calling. It's 6:30. I don't think they open till 7. Scan. Oh. Cut that out. I'm gonna have to cut that music out. If you heard it. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Think it's gonna snow today?
I don't know.
I hope not. Tonight.
I'm sick of it. I hope we don't get it.
Maybe tonight.
Maybe.
A little bit.
It's supposed to be.
We'll find out. All right. Have a good one.
You too.
I would die if I saw those gloves in here. Come on there. There we go.
He says, I think I saw an episode of the Twilight Zone like this one. Everyone slowly disappears.
What's disappearing? Something disappear? Like the gloves? Somebody must have picked them up. I mean, they were sitting right on top of the snow, but that's where they've been for like 2 weeks. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what was so special about yesterday. That's all right. We're on to the next one now. We're going to have a new contest. It's going to last for weeks. I don't know. That might be 2 days too. Who knows? No, it's going to be. I don't think that he decorates for Easter. I'm going to ask people at the bakery if he decorates for Easter. Who decorates for Easter? You don't really, that's not a thing. I mean, maybe, like one little thing, but not like. Because there's the issue of storage. Like with the Christmas decorations, I don't know where he stores all this stuff.
King C says I know I will, and I suggest you all look out for anyone wearing smelly, mismatched gloves and call the authorities immediately upon discovery.
Yeah, and they're blue. They didn't match, so the one would be blue and one would be black. I didn't hear the end of the Tahoe story. Did they finally find everybody? I mean, I know that there are quite a few that did make it, but did they find all the missing people? Whoa. I believe that was awesome. I wonder if that possum was playing possum. I had a possum in my yard one time. It was like, and it was dead. And I put it, I took a shovel and put it in a plastic bag to give it, to remove it. But then a friend of mine said, well, that they do play possum. I mean, that's a real thing. They do play possum. Are you sure it was dead? So then I got all paranoid that maybe it really wasn't dead. So I went out and opened the plastic bag. It wasn't like an airtight plastic bag, so it could have but I like.
C says I have not heard any updates on Cabo. At justacat.cs2 says 8 passed, and so the 9th is turned into recovery.
Oh, okay. So even if they didn't find him, they're presuming that they didn't survive. That's not good. That's sad. That's sad. I think I'm going to get Rain-X. Right now, the window is kind of doing what Rain-X does. As long as it focuses, as long as the camera focuses along the road, I think we're okay.
Listener 207 says, with the possum have mismatched gloves on.
No, he had no gloves on at all, actually. He was gloveless. But I left the bag open. Like I left it in the backyard, I just left the bag open. Of course, then I had to watch, if I let AJ out, I had to make sure he would go over by the bag.
Justacat.cs2 says yes, and we found out they had a couple of guides, so there's going to be an investigation.
Oh. Well, isn't an avalanche like an act of nature? Like, I mean, you can't really predict something like that, can you? Do you think they were? Are they investigating to see whether somebody didn't follow some rule that could have prevented it?
Justacat.cs2 says sneaky possums lols.
They are sneaky. Reminds me of those goats that kind of like fall over when you scare them.
Justacat.cs2 says the guides have safety protocols and decisions.
Yeah. I mean, do you think is it likely to be an avoidable situation, or do you just get caught up? You know what I mean? I don't know a lot about avalanches. I think it's a good thing that I don't, probably, but like I don't know how much warning you get that there's going to be an avalanche.
C says they can look at the snowpack and make predictions. They also put out watches and warnings for avalanches. At Justacat.cs2 says our group would have avoided it. We take no chances. We cleared out Monday. It started to get bad.
So it is some. It sounds like it is something you could potentially avoid.
Cat.cs2 says yes, Mookie MC is right. Since I'm the littlest one, I cut the ice to see. Cat.cs2 says well, I practiced it more than anyone in our group. At Sivor9223 says did you see that? In sky some fire go speed.
Here? What did you see? I didn't see anything.
Or 9223 says yeah. Team C says blinking tower light, perhaps.
Huh. So there was some kind of light in the sky. Why didn't I see it? Oh, we're going through this. We're going through it. Yellow. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. I don't know why I didn't see it. If you saw it, I should have seen it. Maybe it's a camera thing.
49223 says yeah, maybe.
Maybe I was dozing off. So our gas prices were down again today a little bit. So we kind of popped up there near close to $3 again, and now it's back in the $2.79.
Cat.cs2 says I'll have to look back too, just in case.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird that I didn't see it.
Team C says I think I will try to check our Google satellite images from last year and see when those Christmas lights were taken down.
Now you've given away a secret.
Sticat.cs2 says no lols.
Google satellites. I'm not sure you can. He doesn't light them up though, right? So I'm not sure you can see it from space. Not easily, at least. Why do windshield wipers make noise like that? I know it's the rubber running, but I don't understand why some windshield wipers make noise and some don't.
Sticat.cs2 says, can you check for the gloves? See who the perp is.
Who? How am I going to? Can I check for? How am I going to check for the gloves? I don't think anybody in the restaurant did anything. At least none of the people that I see in the morning.
Sticat.cs2 says Google satellite.
Oh. Well, is there a different site? Like, I know Google Maps is basically a satellite picture, but that picture isn't updated every day, right? Is there another site you can go to with more frequent pictures?
Listener 207 says I think the owner of the glove saw your live stream and went, damn, that's where I left my gloves, and went and picked them up.
Maybe. That could be. Because I did hold them up. That's a good point. I did. I held them up a couple days ago.
Team C says I watched a lot of CIS shows. I know how to zoom in, magnify, augment and enhance an image. I will find out, or maybe it will remain a season cliffhanger. Tune in next season.
Well, I know the Street View has dates on it, and you can go back and look at previous dates. But I didn't know you could do that at a higher level than that. I guess if you can, and you have the technology. Okay, this place is coming up on the left up here a little bit.
Listener 207 says lol.
I don't have anybody behind me. Here we go. So this is the place. See? Look at all that stuff. That's a lot of stuff. And this stuff that but see how there's like a Halloween thing still there? That's what I'm worried about. See that Halloween guy? It's like at the last tree back there. I'm worried about the fact that, like, if he doesn't take the Halloween guy down, maybe he leaves the Santa Claus up. You know what I mean? So we're going with like a 90%, or, you know, basically just to say, hey, there might be one or two things still there. But when most of it goes away, that's when the contest will be considered done.
Cat.cs2 says, wow, they went all out.
I know. And they're not like blow up things, right? Like all of that stuff is going to take up a lot of space. I don't know where he keeps all that stuff. Because unless he has a basement and the whole basement is filled with them. But he's got almost an equal amount of Halloween things.
King C says, I bet his neighbors have blackout curtains.
I bet they do. I don't know how they'd probably feel about that. It's kind of a shame that we're getting snow again, because it's nice to have it not take up the scenery.
Listener 207 says, on his lawn.
You think that's where he stores them? Maybe that is the storage. Is that what you're saying? That's actually a very good point. Maybe they'll just be up until Halloween comes.
Says malls.
You know, maybe he just moves. He just exchanges the Christmas for the Halloween. He doesn't have enough storage for both. So that might be a valid guess. Might be like, you know, September, sometime in September.
King C says, do most homes in that area have full basements? Or is it crawl spaces?
I would think that he might have a basement. I think most of our homes have basements. Look, there's that deer is like right in the lane. If you were going to turn into that, it's like a little community center.
Listener 207 says, yeah. At justacat.cs2 says, those look like a lot of blow molds. Takes up a lot of room.
Yeah, right. You can't fold them up, or they don't pack up easily. You got Mickey Mouse. You got all the soldiers out there.
King C says, can you knock on his door and get answers to all of our questions before the contest begins? My question would be, when are you taking this crap down?
No, I don't think I'm going to ask him those questions. And I certainly wouldn't ask him that one. No, I actually, around Halloween time, I actually left a note at the house. I was like, I hadn't seen the Christmas before either, right? So when I went by and saw all the Halloween stuff, I'm like, this guy really puts out effort. I mean, it might not, you got to hand it to him. It's an effort. Look, we got cows on both sides today. Um, so I left a note that just said, hey, I drive by every day. Had some cookies, and let him know it's the bakery van. I never heard from him. So then I cut off communication. But, oh, look, man, there was a deer laying over there. Did you see that? In the parking lot of that. Now, how can that be? Why would that be? Why would there be a deer just laying there we've got some strange stuff going on. It was laying in the parking lot of that, like, car. I don't know what they do there. It looks like they repair cars. I mean, maybe it was in the road and somebody dragged it over there. I don't know. All right, so here's the thing. I don't know why the live stream blocks up, and I'm hoping that it won't happen. I mean, when I drive coming the other direction, it doesn't happen. Something unusual is happening with the video, but I can hear you, so the audio doesn't stop. It's just the video connection freezes up and then it never comes back, and I don't know why. But anyway, that's about to happen in a second. So if it happens again, I'll let you know when I get to if it doesn't clear up in a minute, it's probably happening. If it does, I'll say goodbye at the bakery, but I'm working on that. I'm trying to figure out why when I go into this tunnel of trees, I disappear. Like right now, can you probably hear this? Or maybe you will. I'm out of it today. All right, now it just says you're live. So right now, I think I'm live. This is when I should be back. It's like the Bermuda Triangle right there.
Cat.cs2 says y'all are still here. At C says.
Oh, you made it? Okay, good. See? I don't know what happens. I mean, I do understand for that, 30 seconds or whatever, 15 or 30 seconds, I get it, but I don't know why it doesn't come back. Because when I get gas, that's like, what, 2 or 3 minutes, maybe even more. And I can come back from that. So I don't know. It's a mystery.
Listener 207 says still here.
Yeah, that's good.
At C says maybe it is the combination of trees on one side of the road and the power line on the other side.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It just started happening. I don't know. All right, well, cool.
Listener 207 says it's aliens. I tell you, the deer, the light in the sky, and you disappearing in the trees.
It could be aliens because maybe they just landed recently. I don't know. But anyway, well, thanks for hanging out with me again today. And I'll put something out there. I updated the comment in our previous
She says
contest.
good point.
The aliens, was that the good point? Or the power line? or maybe a combination of both. But so I'll put a video out there about the end of the glove contest, and then what we're going to do. We'll figure out what we're doing with the. We'll gather the guesses. Maybe I'll take a couple of days to collect the guesses.
Quincy says thanks for the ride. Have a good Sunday, everyone. At
Yeah, you too, man.
Sivor9223 says, bro, how old are you?
Hold am I?
At Justicat.cs2 says, thank you, Craig.
I am
Have a good day,
62,
everyone.
believe it or not. I don't believe it. Yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow, theoretically, assuming we don't get like a crazy amount of snow. Tomorrow would be 5:15 a.m. Eastern time.
Or9223 says you like 22.
22, right now. I don't want to make 22. So
Listener 207 says, great day, everyone. I enjoyed the ride.
cool. All right, everybody, good. All right, I'm going to end the stream now. Tomorrow at 5:15. We might have some snow tomorrow. It could be interesting. So I don't know if I'll be a little late or whatever, but we'll do what we do. And get your thoughts together on the Christmas lights. All right, I'll see y'all. Have a great one. Bye.